Hey guys, I thought it might be helpful to demonstrate exactly how to walk through the event. So if you go to the first area, you can probably get a little bit of a boost if you put some hasty flags down, or some people putting shiny flags down, I heard as well. I'm not really sure which are the best, so it's probably a pretty small difference anyway. And then go into the event, walk all the way in. You want to put your pets down with auto farm, and then you want to click the auto advance button, and you want to turn it on, but click no, so that you want to automatically progress through all the levels, but stop at 120. And then go back out, and the enchants that I'm using to go through 1 to 120 are these. So it's 1 Mega Chest Breaker, 2 Super Lightning. You can play around. I felt like it was about the same to use 2 Empowered Tap or just 1. I would play around with it, and then but I think just 1 is better. And then 4 large taps. Let me get another one. 4 large taps, and then the swift tap. So that's what we're aiming for on the first levels. And then open the upgrade window and keep it open. Walk back into the event. I try to kind of center myself in the first area, but I don't think it ends up translating as the areas keep changing anyway. They keep moving where you are. And then once you're here, then I just set up a little tiny task that clicks on this button, then here, this button, then here. And then I do some extra clicks in a circle, but it's probably not making a very big difference. And I also spin, which might be helping. You really, Sissy just leaves her cursor like right in the center, and she's doing great. So you probably don't have to do the extra steps, but I'm a little superstitious about it. So I'm going to do them. And so let me start spinning. And oops, open up the chat, click in it, close the chat window, and then I'm just gonna run my, so I turned my tiny task recording on and my auto clicker. My auto clicker is set really fast. It doesn't need to be super fast for this part. I set it to 1 millisecond, which is kind of insane. If your computer lags at all, that's probably a bad idea. I think a lot of other people are using 10 or 30. Anything like 10 or below seems to break the final, or seems to speed up the hatching a lot. So that's why I opted for 1. And then at this point, I usually just set a timer on my phone. If I'm starting like right at the beginning, I'll set the timer for about 20 minutes, and to make sure that I come back before it's over, because you don't want it to get stuck on the final chest, and it won't be progressing, and it won't be hatching if you don't come back. So I just set a timer on my phone, and I will do that and come back in the second part of this video. Okay. Hey, so it's been about 20 minutes now. I just turned off my auto clicker and my tiny task recording, and you just want to go ahead and max out your egg opens, your egg tier and the coin bonus, and then close that window and make sure that you switch to your hatching / chest breaking enchant. So this is empowered critical, 3 empowered tap power, 2 super lightning, 2 mega chest breaker, and swift taps. And if it gets really hard to break the chest, like you only have a few seconds left each time, you might want to switch the criticals to a corruption. So, although it doesn't work equally for everyone, I've heard, but you can test that out. So now we want to see how long it's taking to break the chest with these enchants, to see if we need to stop rebirthing and switch to hatching for a while. So I'm going to make sure you turn on auto hatch and then click E, start hatching, and then I'm going to put my auto clicker on the chest. And just as a note, some people have said that it takes them longer to break the chest if the auto clicker is clicking on it. So you might want to try it both ways and then obviously do whichever is faster for you. For me, it's a lot faster to click on the chest. So we're just going to test this. I think I'm right on the borderline here. So, okay, looks like it's going to take, just over 15 seconds left. So this is actually a really good place for me to stop rebirthing right now. If it takes under about 17 seconds, even 17 seconds, you might want to just stop and hatch for probably at least an hour and then come back and check. And I probably wouldn't keep rebirthing until you have until you're breaking the chest with at least 20 seconds left. Unless in the very final hours of the battle, like you'll have to see like how long you think you can go. Every rebirth takes probably 20 to 30 minutes. So just get a sense of that. And then it seems like every time you lose 2 or 3 seconds, or it takes 2 or 3 seconds longer to break the chest. So you can kind of estimate, like, if you're breaking it with 20 seconds, you might be able to do 10 rebirths, which would be like 5 hours. So you might want to just try to rebirth for the last 5 hours of the event. I'm not sure if we'll get more specific information before the battle ends or a better recommendation, but that's kind of what I've been planning on doing. So as we've seen, it's pretty close each time. It's breaking it in like 15 or 16 seconds. So I'm going to just keep hatching here. So, but I want to turn on, I'm going to turn on my hatching boosts. My tap power boosts have been on for days now. You should definitely have those equipped at all times until the end of the battle right now. We still have someone handing them out if you look in the strategy summary channel. So you just want to go down to your boost, and then the pristine ones, I think I'm going to just activate an hour worth of these right now. I'll probably do 2 hours because I'm going to go eat. So I'll put 2 hours of these. They're the 2x luck boosts. And then also the Hyundai just said that like you don't even really need your pets. So if you're experiencing a lot of lag, I guess you can just turn your pets off, but I haven't tested that. So now we just make sure that auto hatch is on, double check that we're using the right enchants, and make sure that your upgrades are all done, but we already checked that. And then just start. I'm just going to start hatching. If I had been around 20 seconds left with breaking the chest, I would have done one more rebirth. And then you want to test it every single rebirth now, because you really don't want to get stuck in a place where you can't max hatch and you have no way of quickly recovering enough pet damage to keep progressing through the rebirths. Okay, so I think that's all I needed to mention. Oh yeah, there is one more thing, one more small thing. If you check in the Roblox menu and you go down to your settings, you can, here's your FPS maximum frame rate. You probably want to set this as high as your computer will let you. So I set it to the max, but I'm not actually getting the max. You can hold down Shift and F5 and it'll show you what you're actually getting. So I'm getting, I don't know, always under 100, but it's still better than if it's capped at 60 or so. When I was capped at, and it's just Shift F5 again to close it. When I was capped at 15, it was taking 8 to 10 seconds longer to break the chest. So you might want to double check that as well. So you can really get as many rebirths in as possible. Okay, good luck, guys. Good luck, everybody. Let's try to get third. Okay, bye.